mapansin. Bituing marikit, ika'y nagniningning. Ang iyong bawat ngiti ay kapag sa akin. Nawa'y iyong ganda, ako'y mapakalma. Kapag nitong puso, lakas na masinta. Kahit tagal kong inangarap na ikaw ay aking makayakap, makapaniwala sa hinagat. Bituin ay maaabot ng aking palad. Our Father, who art in heaven, ikaw ang dalangin, kanyang pinarating. Bituin marikit, ika'y nagniningning. Ang iyong bawat ngiti ay kapag sa akin. Nawa'y iyong ganda, ako'y mapakalma. Kabog nitong puso, lakas na masinta.
Bini-bini, alam mo ba kung paano nahulog sa'yo? Naramdaman lang bigla ng puso. Aking sinta, ikaw lang nagparamdam nito. Kaya sabihin mo sa'kin ang tumatakbo sa isip mo. Kung mahal mo na rin ba ako, isayaw mo ako sa gitna ng ulan, mahal ko. Kapalit man ito'y buhay ko, gagawin ang lahat para sa'yo. Alam kong mahal mo na rin ako. Bini-bini, sabi mo noon sa'kin ayaw mo pa, pero ang yakap ngayon'y kakaiba. Hindi ka ba nalilito? Totoo na bang gusto ko? Huwag nang labanan ng puso. Alam kong mahal mo na ako.
gitna ng ulan, mahal ko. Kapalit man ito'y buhay ko. Gagawin ang lahat para sa'yo. Alam kong mahal mo na rin ako.
Ang istasyong maaasahan mo sa araw at gabi. Mapamusika man at importanteng impormasyon kailangang malaman. Dito lang yan sa 100.9 Santo Tomas.
Hi guys! Si Cesar Buboy Montano po ito. You're listening to 100.9 Metro FM Radio Tomasino. Sa tanang akong mga kaigsuunan, mga higalas, mga dabawenyo sa aking mga pinangga. Nakikinig kayo ngayon sa 100.9 Metro FM Radio Tomasino. Love you, God bless you.
Kailangan ba ng filter ang beauty mo? May confidence ka ba na ilalabas ito? Morena o mestizo man ay pretty ka. Sa healthy, glowing skin, may hihigit pa ba? Pamper your skin with all natural Tubod beauty care. Healthy, glowing skin is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Maganda ang dating, natural ang
Tubod Mist, Tubod Water, free now. For more details, just contact 0935-943-2560 or 0963-574-0750. Tubod Water.
Healthy is pretty. Maganda ang dating, natural ang feeling.
Maganda ang dating, natural ang
Dahil nasa mga mensahe ang atong nadawat, nagpasalamat sa Wonder Alkaline Drops. Atong sayron kung unsa ka tinuod kining maong mensahe.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello ma'am, ikaw tong nag-text aning nagpasalamat sa Wonder Drops.
Ay, oo.
Ma'am, unsay pangalan o address?
Ay, Linda Bindit, ma'am. Taga-poblasyon ng Tapan.
Oh, kanang ma'am, nasunog ang katunga sa ulo og naong isa ka dalunggan sa imong anak.
Ay, naglaag siya, ma'am, sa silingan. Unya, naghaling-haling. Unya, ang gasolina naman din sa duol sa ilang kalayo. Wala sa kabalo, ma'am, nga, abi niya og tubig. Niya, gihuwad sa kalayo. Nasunog yun ang iyang kapit sa ulo, sa nawong niya, dahil sa dalunggan. Dugero gina mo gitambal sa iya. Mula gina siya ang Wonder Alkaline Drop. Mara pa ito nakailing sa iya, ma'am.
So ma'am, unsay imong ikasulti sa atong mga listener nga naminaw karon?
Sulay lang ninyo ang Alkaline Drops kay dako ityog tabang sa akong anak na nasunog siya.
Daghang salamat Ma'am Merlinda. God bless you.
A car wash that will surely make your car looks brand new. You can visit DJ's Car Wash, and also if you wanted to rent a car, you can visit also Onad Rental, and you may contact Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Asho and Jolly Asho. For more details, contact them in 0906-1072-0802 or 0955-668-1881. DJ's Car Wash and Onad Rental Car located at Purok 10 Federal 3, Santo Tomas, Davao, and they are open from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. DJ's Car Wash and Onad Rental.
Hoy, day! Naunsa naman na imong buhok? Mura naman na og silhing lano. Lagibing oy, nagproblema tsuk ni akong buhok. Gusto ta ko natural beauty. Hoy! Sa panahon karon, uso na ang i-upgrade ang natural beauty, Mare. Update po, doy. Mura magkakarang tao. Para napay brochure ihatag nimo. Unsa man ni Mads? Mauna siya ang brochure sa Shika Muza Beauty Lounge. Og moadto gani ka sa Shika Muza Beauty Lounge, pangitaan lang si Gionilo de Campos. Asa man ni dapita, Mads? Daghan da islag services, no? Nindot po didiri. Utay, oy! Adto lang sa tubangan sa first gate sa Santo Tomas Central Elementary School sa Pedro 3, Santo Tomas, Davao del Norte. Or i-contact ilang phone number na 0994-885-4536 or 0969-2996-448 ug gusto ka mahimong malagkatriyo na. Tara na sa Shika Muza Beauty Lounge. Bagong saligan, pagupahan sa katawhan.
Bringing you the latest news and the hottest music wherever you are. This is Amapola Broadcasting System, caring for the environment, advocate of responsible journalism.
Metro FM.
Sigurado, love ka dito.
A better mix of music. Metro FM.
Alrighty. Well, everybody, we are here. This is your DJ Joe Kano, and in studio with me today is...
Jimmy Kano.
That's right, Jimmy Kano. And we're here at 100.9, the Metro FM, which you're listening to. And, well, we're excited to bring you an hour. We're going to talk about mythical creatures today. So we talked about some before, but we're going to talk about some from other places this time. We're not going to talk about Filipino mythical creatures. Talk about more like the European ones, the Nordic ones, stuff like that. And we don't have the whole hour planned out. So hello to the viewers. I see Maling and Denji in the chats. So thanks, guys. Good to see you here. And I think we're gonna have a good hour. This whole hour is brought to you by Capituneros. I think we got an overlay for them, right? Let's throw that up. You can go there and get. Oh, hey, Denji says hi to you, man. See it?
Hi.
You can get all kinds of good stuff. We got some food, coffee, you name it. I know there's all kinds of stuff there. Only 25 pesos for a toasted sandwich with ham and cheese. Man, I need to go get one of those. That looks pretty good. All right. So yeah, that's kind of the plan for this hour. And head down to Capituneros, get something to drink, something to eat. Just enjoy it. We're looking forward. Alin says hello. So
Hi.
give a shout out. Shout out to
Alan.
There you go. All right. All right. I think it's going to be fun. We're going to start with Under the Boardwalk from the Drifters, and then Come On, Let's Go by Los Lobos. And we'll be back after that to talk about trolls, and not just the kind on the internet. All right. So enjoy this. We'll be back after that to talk about mythological creatures.
When the sun beats down and burns the tar up on the roof, and your shoes get so hot you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, on a blanket with my baby's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk, people walking above. Under the boardwalk, we'll be making love. Under the boardwalk, boardwalk. From the park you hear the happy sounds of a carousel. You can almost taste the hot dogs and french fries they sell. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby, that's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk, people walking above. Under the boardwalk, we'll be making love. Under the boardwalk, boardwalk. a blanket with my baby, that's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk, people walking above. Under the boardwalk, we'll be falling in love. Under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
Well, come on, let's go, little darling. Tell me that you never leave me. Come on, let's go. Again and again and again. Well, now swing me way down. Come on, let's go, little darling. Let's go again once more. Well, I love you so dear, and I'll never let you go. Come on, baby, so oh, pretty baby, I love you so well. Let's go, a little sweetheart. That's what we can always be together. Come on, let's go again. Let's go. So well, let's go, little darling. Tell me that you never leave me. Come on, let's go again and again and again. Come on, let's go and do it again and again and again, and then again and again and again. Come on, let's go and do it again.
All right, and we are back. All right, I can't hear myself too well. Can you hear me in your headphones?
Yeah.
All right, so we're good. Don't worry about it. Nice thing about having two sets of headphones, we can go back and forth and tell each other how things are. All right, so let me pull up the, no, not that one. So, what the next thing we're going to talk about is a mythical creature. What do you know about trolls, Jimmy?
The big.
They're big?
Are they?
I mean, yeah, some of them are. They're pretty tough. And they come from the Nordic countries. So the Nordic countries of Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Finland, Greenland, and Iceland. But they started before all that was set up. Or before Greenland and Iceland were set up. So the peoples there, the Viking peoples, your ancestors, my ancestors, they believed in these woodland creatures called trolls. And they weren't really good creatures, but they weren't like 100% evil. They're more like just not really friendly and sometimes evil. And so, yeah, they would do things like make you do riddles, stuff like that. And depending on the time, the myth actually evolved, which I thought was pretty cool. So, yeah, there's some, they've made songs about them and stuff. One of these days we go old school on that, but trolls of Swedish folklore, the Grendel, the supernatural guy from the English poem Beowulf, which is a Germanic poem, but Old English, comes in and kills a bunch of people. And so they can definitely be evil. They're definitely tough and scary. Most of them say they don't like sunlight, so they'll be out at night, and if the sun hits them, they'll turn to stone. Do you remember that from the book The Hobbit? Yeah. Do you remember what the trolls' names were?
No.
Me neither. Do you remember any of their names?
No.
Harry? Jack? Gary? Barry? Perry?
Huh?
I don't know. Bob? Bill? Tom. One of them was named Tom. Yeah.
Tom Bombadil?
All right. From the chat, Denji says he has a short friend that's like a troll when she gets angry. Well, let's not tell her that. Otherwise, she might troll out on you, dog. So, troll being... are they related to Cyclops? Now, mythologically, they do come from a different place. So the Greeks came up with the Cyclops, which, if you look at the skull of an elephant, that would make you think of a Cyclops. Pull up an elephant skull. See if you can get an overlay. Throw that up there. We got just a few seconds. Skull, elephant skull. And that's where we got Cyclops. So they're not quite related in mythology. But, yeah, trolls are pretty neat. I think they're, I would like to go hunt down some trolls. That's what I think. But I don't believe that they are related to Cyclops. So we're ending this now, but we'll try and throw up that overlay on the next break after we listen to Creedence Clearwater Revival with Bad Moon Rising, and then the Chordettes with Mr. Sandman. So we'll be back right after this.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him two lips like roses and clover. Then tell him that his lonesome nights are over. Sandman, I'm so alone. Don't have nobody to call my own. Please turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him the word that I'm not a rover. Then tell him that his lonesome nights are over. Sandman, I'm so alone. Don't have nobody to call my own. Please turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Mr. Sandman,
yes?
bring us a dream. Give him a pair of eyes with a come hither gleam. Give him a lonely heart like Pagliacci, and lots lots of wavy hair like Liberace. Mr. Sandman, someone to hold would be so peachy before we're too old. So please turn on your magic beam, Mr. Sandman, bring us, please, 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 Mr. Sandman, bring us our dream.
Box.
All right. So we are back here. That was the Cordettes with Mr. Sandman. Something I noticed about that song, they want a fellow like Liberace, they say at one point. Ladies, you don't want a guy like Liberace, because Liberace, well, he was a little light in the loafers. So definitely find yourself a guy like, oh, I don't know, that Reacher fella or something. He's a man's man, a woman's man, a big man. Yeah. All right. So, our last question we didn't really have time to address. We were looking for the overlay. MD, the world's greatest producer, he found it, and let's go ahead and throw that up. All right. So this is where I think Cyclops came from. Just looking at the depictions of them. You look over on the right. If you guys can see, I'll describe it if you can't. On the right is, well, I mean, if you didn't know any better, you would say that's a Cyclops skull. But it's actually an elephant skull. Not a giant one-eyed monster. Elephants they have a big hole in the center of their skull because that's where their nose goes in, their trunk. And yeah, what do you think? Does that look like a giant Cyclops skull on the right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Does that look like an elephant on the left, though? I don't think so.
On the left?
Yeah, that looks like a giant dude, right? The Cyclops, which I get it. You find that skull and you're going to go, hey, wait a minute. Now, the reason I don't think they're related to trolls is because when you look in the folklore mythology, the trolls came out of the northern Germanic tribes. So that is, way away from Greece, and they were very much separated at that time. There wasn't a lot of what we call cross-cultural pollination. So I would say, yeah. I think that they came up with Cyclops just from looking at skulls, and I think that perhaps all those Vikings came up with trolls because they were crazy. All right, no. Just because you come up with cool stories. Every culture in the world has come up with cool stories. Some of them, there's common themes, and we could talk about that on another show maybe, but I don't know. Cyclops or troll, which one would you rather fight?
Which one's more tall?
I mean, it depends on the story. So let's say they're the same height.
Wait, what? Yeah.
They're the same height.
What?
A Cyclops and a troll. They're the same height, but you got to fight one of them.
Which one's stronger?
Man, I don't know. I mean, if you're reading Greek mythology, probably the Cyclops. But if you're reading Nordic mythology,
Then
probably
the troll.
the troll. Okay.
Because, yeah.
The sun. You got the sun on your side with the troll, right?
Yeah.
Boom. All right. You know what? I got to admit, dude. I mean, I've never fought a Cyclops, but I've definitely fought some trolls on the internet. Up. Denji says you're stronger than them dudes. So I would say, yeah, maybe you could take both of them. All right. And your favorite game before we go was? Roblox. All right. Word. Okay. All right, well, we're going to go with Great Balls of Fire here, and then Barbara Ann, and we'll be back right after that to talk about some more mythical creatures.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much of love drives a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I let you love what I thought it was funny. You came along and woo, now honey, I've changed my mind. This love is fine. It's just great balls of fire. Kisses, baby. Feels good. Hold me, baby. Well, I want to love you like I love the should. You're fine, so kind. Got to tell this world that you're mine. I chew my nails down and I twiddle my thumb. I'm real nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby. It drives me crazy. It's just great balls of fire. love you like a lover should. You're fine, so kind. Got to tell this world that you're mine, that you're mine. I quit on my thumb. We'll never somebody show is fun. Come on, baby, drive me crazy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Ba 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 Baran. Ba 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 Baran. Oh ba 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 Baran. Ba 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 Baran. Ba 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 Baran. You got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling, ba Baran. Ba 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 Baran. Went to a dance, looking for romance. Saw Bob Baran, so I thought I'd take a chance with Bob Baran. Bob Baran, Bob Baran, Bob Baran. You got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling, Bob Baran. Bob Baran, Bob Baran, Bob Baran. You got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling, Bob Baran, Bob Baran. Baran, ba 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 Baran, you got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling, ba Baran, ba 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 Baran, ba Baran, ba Baran, ba Baran, ba
Alrighty, yeah, welcome back indeed. That was the Beach Boys, and yeah, that was Barbara Ann, which is a fun song. And we're about to go to some of our great sponsors, but before we do, we wanted to cover one more topic here of mythological creatures. Creatures! And, well, there's another one. What was Tinkerbell? She was a...
Who was that?
Tinkerbell. From Peter Pan.
Oh. Fairy.
A fairy, that's right, she was. So fairies, in mythology, they're ethereal from beyond the veil. And yeah, so I've got some stuff up here. The early modern English meaning, fairy, meaning realm of the fays. But there's another fairy from the old French form, fairy. Ooh, tooth fairy and nature fairy related? Yes, they are. A derivation from fey, eerie. Okay, so all kinds of stuff here. I go with the British. I think they're my favorite when it comes to fairies because they came up with some really cool stuff for them. And yeah, there was actually a belief that fairies and humans could actually get married and have kids and stuff. So they weren't unrelated to us at one point in mythology if you trace it back far enough. But there's a story, because fairies are allergic to a certain number of things, one of the main ones being iron. So I was tracing that back one day, and I looked at it, and I said, iron, why are they allergic to iron? And I went and found a story. There was a British guy, evil fairy, absolutely there is. So, and it depends. Like, a lot of times they're not really evil. They just don't care about us. But I'm going to go ahead and let's see here. And okay, so a lot of times when it comes to fairies, they're not really good. They're not really evil. They just don't care about us. In a lot of ways, they're neutral. But they can do things that we might consider evil or even good and not mean it that way. So if you look at the stories why iron harms fairies, well, there's a story that a fairy princess and a human farmer married, right? And she gave him one rule. She said, don't ever touch me with iron. And that's where we get that. And one day he did on accident. He broke a horseshoe or something, and he threw it back over his shoulder, and it hit her, and she screamed and left, and then she couldn't come back. She could only see him once a year on Halloween, right? And their love had to be separated like that, and he had to raise the kids without her. So she could only come back once a year on Halloween to see him, which is kind of a cool story. But then I traced that back a little further, and then it was Clay. An earlier edition to that story said it was pottery. He threw some broken pottery over his shoulder, and it hit her, and she freaked out and ran off. And then I found out there was an even earlier story of that, which carved wood he couldn't hit her with. And then one day he broke a spoon that was carved from wood. He threw it over his shoulder. That hit her. And then she screamed, disappeared, and could only see him on Halloween. And I think what I get from those stories is that there was a feeling throughout Britain that the advance of technology and the forward progress of the human intellect, it separated us from our connection. It severs our connection with the spirit world. So that's why iron harms fairies. So imagine what all these computers do to them. Maybe that's why we don't see as many fairies nowadays, because we've become disconnected. I don't know. Those are just some of my thoughts on it. What do you think about fairies? That's it? Just think they're pretty cool?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, man, that's good enough,
Yes.
dude. You're not really required to think much, but if you think they're cool, I think they're cool. And I definitely would like to pierce through the veil, head over to the other side, and I don't know, go have adventures. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
All right. So that's enough about fairies. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors, and we will talk about elves. All right. So we'll be back to talk about elves. 1 second.
Ang istasyong maaasahan mo sa araw at gabi. Mapamusika man at importanteng impormasyon kailangang malaman. Dito lang yan sa 100.9 Santo Tomas.
You are listening at 100.9 Metro FM, Radyo Tomasino. Sigurado love ka dito. This is your DJ, Joe Kano.
Nahibaw ka ba nga ang sobrang paggamit sa cellphone o labaw nga screen time makahatag og mga sakit sa pagtulog, pagkakapoy sa mata o problema sa imong panghuna-huna? Ayaw ka bala ka. Ani ana ang EXL Makabuhay Plus Dietary Capsule. Gikan sa 17 nga mga natural na sangkap, aduna kini curcumin content gikan sa turmeric nga makatabang aron makakuha ka og healthy eyesight para andam ka sa maski unsa pang hagit sa kinabuhi. Maski unsa pa kalisod imong ginagian ka makabuhay, laban lang. Go lang. Go for health. Go for life. With EXL. Usa ka pahinumdum gikan kay Ate Ann.
May buhay sa makabuhay! Sign Audio Enterprises. Sign Audio Enterprises. True audio video sales and rentals, printing services, and signage maker, event supplier for festivals, pageants, live concerts, elegant wedding, debut, rave parties, pro audio system, stage visual effects, high definition, LED screen display, mega tents, staging, stage truck, LED dance floors, and stage special effects. We accept LED billboards, fabrication and installation, 3D build-up signs, tarpaulin printing, car and motor decals, t-shirt printing, souvenirs, and all kinds of printing jobs, both large and small formats. We produce good sound. We create visual effects. We design and fabricate. We make signs. Look for June Avila, the CEO, technical head, with a telephone number 0936-463-6694, or look for Boying, and coach marketing operation head, with a telephone number 0916-101-3480. Sign Audio Enterprises. Printing and booking of store number 1, Lewis Building, National Highway, Tagumsi. Hashtags Your Sound Matters. Your Sign Masters. Signed Audio Enterprises.
Savon Beauty Soap ni Ana. Ang pinaka-skin-friendly, organically blended Ayu Savon Beauty Soap. Wala na mi maingon. Kung dili, mauna jud. Ang pampagwapa na dili isog sa panit, makahumok, ug
makahamis ang Ayu Sabon. Ayu Sabon. Tinuod ni.
Puti ani mo, oy. Nadamguhan ta ka. Ang Ayu Sabon ay talagang mahusay sa balat. Mabibili ito sa mga suking butika at sa mga mini grocers nearby you. Ayu!
Hey everyone, this is Joe Kano here to tell you about Relaxa Salon and Wellness Spa. Your home for body, mind, and spirit. Pamper yourself with our hair and nail services, massages, spa treatment, and healthy lifestyle offerings like facials and waxing at our Feeder Road 1, Canto Jaira, National Highway Santo Tomas Davao del Norte branch. Rejuvenate with our Feeder Road 2, Malesio Building, 2nd floor, fronting bus terminal. Or indulge in self-care at our Feeder Road 3, Dr. Leo Building, all in Santo Tomas. Experience self-love today. You deserve it.
A better mix of music. Metro FM.
Welcome back indeed. For those of you just tuning in, I am Joe Kano here in studio with...
Jimmy Kano.
That's right, Jimmy Kano. And this is 100.9, the Metro FM. This hour is brought to you by Cape Tuneros. Now, we're talking today about different mythical creatures and answering what questions we can. And our next creature, of course, is elves. So let's go ahead and throw up those overlays. Let's see what we got here. All right. So these are the elves everybody knows, right? These are the elves that Tolkien kind of created himself, okay? He took from the Germanic tradition and he made these absolutely gorgeous creatures. Now, in The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, but Lord of the Rings in particular, actually, or Lord of the Rings Silmarillion would be the best for this, elves are meant to represent, you'll never guess this, Catholics. Because Tolkien was a Catholic. So a particular type of Christian, a Catholic Christian. Elves are the Catholics. Actually, here in the chat, they're asking, can they live up to 1,000 years? In fact, they can live, they're immortal, okay? Which is meant to represent because Lord of the Rings, whether we like it or not, is a very Christian book. And I like that because I'm a Christian guy, so... although I'm not Catholic, so I guess I'm not an elf. Maybe I'm more of an Aragorn type. But they can live forever. It represents that eternal life that Christians get with Christ and when they go to heaven. But that's not the origin of elves. Yeah, there you go. That's a little more in line with some types of elves. I could see that. But yeah, so they're Germanic, and they actually, in a lot of ways, take the place of fairies in England. So that's elves for you in a lot of ways. What's up, my dude? Oh yeah, I got that one. I already addressed it. Yeah, we're good. I see the chat. This guy, man, he's telling me to look at the chat, old man. Yeah, so I think elves are pretty cool. They're kind of tricksters. In Iceland, they believe that elves live in these tiny little houses they build next to the road.
Wait, I heard that they live in the rocks.
Yeah, so they build them these tiny little houses, and they leave food and beer, and now I just want to go be an elf in Iceland. I just go be an elf there, man. I'll just live in the rocks, and I live outdoors, and people bring me food and beer all the time. I mean, is that really so bad? I think I could dig it. I think I could be okay with that. So, very cool myths. Depending on where you are, elves change, and yeah. But these are the elves. These aren't quite true elves in the mythical sense, but they're very true to the Tolkien sense, so... It works, and I love Tolkien, don't get me wrong. I'm not throwing any shade on one of the greatest writers of the last several hundred years. The man is incredible, and he made an incredible work. But Those aren't, the same. Yep, elves do, similar to fairies, have powers. All right, we're going to go into the Ronettes with Be My Baby and the Turtles with Happy Together, and we'll be back right after that.
Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together. If I should call you up, invest a dime, and you say you belong to me, and ease my mind. Imagine how the world could be so very fine, so happy together. No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me. So happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my and you and me. No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me. So happy together. No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me. So happy together. So happy together. And how is the weather? So happy together. We're happy together. So happy together.
The night we met
All right, and we are back. So, Jimmy, how'd you like that song?
Oh, very good.
Right on, right on. Well, we've got some fun music coming up after this with Blondie and Glenn Campbell with One Way or Another and Southern Nights. But before we get into that, well, just imagine you find yourself a lamp in the sand on the beach. And you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. Let me rub the dirt off of it. Bam! This dude pops out of it. What are you going to do? I mean, we know what we're going to do. We've all seen Aladdin. We're going to be like, give me my wishes, bro. But be careful. Because not all genies are there for good. Some are evil. And that's what we're talking about next year, because we were asked if fairies were like genies. Well, kind of. These are a Middle Eastern form, and they reflect the culture in which the myth was created. So they can be tricky. They're great negotiators. They, actually, because they're a pre-Islam, so before Muslims were created by Muhammad, before that, well, genies were everywhere, the jinn, right? But when Islam is created, so Muhammad comes along, he says, hey, I know this guy Allah, he's really cool, whatever, right? So then they had to bring the jinn into this new religion because the jinn are much older than Islam. So then these jinn, it's kind of neat how it all worked out, but they just incorporated it. So according to Islam, jinn can be Muslims, believers, or disbelievers, which is kind of wild. So fairies can't really be baptized or become Christians. Trolls can in some Swedish myths. Actually, there's a famous myth that trolls can. So, there we go. What? She's engaging me on. I don't need any. Yeah, I need honey butter almonds actually from Robinson's. Man, you can't use the chat to ask me that kind of stuff. That's shame on her. All right, kick her from the chat. No, don't. I don't know.
Just
all right, so yeah, genies are awesome. I would love to get my 3 wishes. They're not all powerful, but they can do some cool stuff. For recommended reading on that, I would recommend people go back and read 1001 Nights, which is where the story of Aladdin actually comes from. Very cool story. So thanks for that question there, Denji. I don't know what we're going to talk about next. We're about to come up with that while we're listening to these next 2 songs and kind of figure it out. But genies, good, evil, all kind of stuff. And don't make one angry. Don't make one angry because they are vindictive, man. They can be hardcore. So I would love to have my own pet djinn. That would be kind of neat. For a recommended podcast on that, The Hidden Djinn is actually pretty cool. It's got all stories about jinn from around the world, and it's done by someone from that culture. So, all right. Well, here is going to be Blondie with One Way or Another. Enjoy.
Who's Blondie?
Let's go.
I'll meet you. I will drive past your house, and if the lights are all down, I'll see who's around. One way or another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you. One way or another, I'm gonna win you. I'll get you. I'll trick you one way or another. I'm gonna lose you. I'm gonna trick you, trick you, trick you, trick you one way or another. I'm gonna lose you. I'm gonna give you the slip.
Southern nights. Have you ever felt a southern night? Free as a breeze, not to mention the trees, whistling tunes that you know and love so. Southern nights, just as good even when closed your eyes. I apologize to anyone who can truly say that he has found a better way. Southern skies, have you ever noticed southern skies? Well, its precious beauty lies just beyond the eye. It goes running through the soul like the stories told of old. Old man, he and his dog that walked the old land. Every flower touched his cold hand as he slowly walked by, weeping willows cry for joy. Joy feels so good, feels so good. It's frightening. Wish I could stop this world from fighting. Mystery, like this and many others in the trees, glow in the night, in the southern sky. Southern nights, they feel so good, it's a frightening. Wish I could stop this world from fighting. Down, 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 down,
Alrighty, and we are back. We are back, and then we've got a question that I can't answer in the chat, which is talking about Rubik on Dota, which is, according to producer MD, who's knowledgeable on these things, Defense of the Ancients. Now, I don't really know what that's all about. I've heard of it. It seems to be a popular game, but I don't know enough about it for me to say anything definitively. So I'm gonna pass on the question. I hate to do it. You know I do. I love answering questions. I can't answer that question. I can even answer if I need anything from Robinsons. When my little daughter comes in and she's like, I know, I'll just chat at Dad on his live stream. Crazy girl. All right. And I did need something. I need honey butter almonds. They're delicious and amazing. All right. So our next mythological creature of myth and folklore, well, it's going to be dwarves. Dwarves. You got these kind of dwarves, this is more of the kind of the happy Bavarian Germanic style. Okay, they're, let's make them chill, right? But then do we got some other dwarves we're going to look at here? All right, now that's more your Nordic dwarves, North Germanic peoples. Not that soft stuff. These guys right here, those guys dig in mountains like they mean it. Yeah. All right. So, pulling up 10 times stronger and more durable than a human, just like an ant can lift 10 times his body weight. I believe it. Those are stout dudes, man. Although these guys, some of them are a little skinny for my taste. I think a dwarf needs to basically be a square. Shoulders should be about as wide as the dude is tall, man. Just a monstrosity. That's what I think of when I think of a dwarf. Like, yeah, they're short, but they're built like a square, man. They look like a box. Just, yoked. Is that what we think of dwarves? What do you think? Should a dwarf be like thicker than this, or is that all right? What do you think, Mr. Jimmy Kano?
That's all right.
What?
That's all right.
That's all right? Okay, he thinks that's all right. Well, right on, man. And these are from The Hobbit, which was a terrible series, terrible trilogy of movies. Amazing book. But The Hobbit did not respect the source material very much, so I don't know. Dwarves are cool. According to the internet, they are a type of supernatural being in Germanic folklore, and they vary significantly throughout history, although they are commonly, but not exclusively, presented as living in mountains or stones and being skilled craftspeople. I dig it. I like it. Dwarves, these stout little dudes just chilling in the mountains, coming out and creating neat things. I could be a dwarf. Just shorten me up a little bit. Maybe should I spend a little more time at the gym before I call myself a dwarf? Yeah?
Yeah.
There you go. Speaking up, I like it. All right. Well, I'll tell you, we're going to go to Johnny Be Good by Chuck Berry, and then It's Not Unusual by Tom Jones to close out the show for today. We'll be back after that to say goodbye.
Deep down in Louisiana, close to New Orleans, way back up in the woods among the evergreens,
unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. But when I see you hanging about with anyone, it's not unusual to see me cry. I wanna die. It's not unusual to go out at any time. But when I see you out and about, it's such a crime. If you should ever wanna be loved by anyone, it's not unusual, it happens every day. No matter what you say, you'll find it happens all the time. Love will never do what you want to. Why can't this crazy love be more? It's not unusual to be mad with anyone. It's not unusual to be sad with anyone. But if I ever find that you've changed at any time, it's not unusual to find that I'm in love with you. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Alrighty, and that brings us to the end of the hour here on 100.9 the Metro FM. This hour has been brought to you by Cafe Two Narrows, and I'm your host, Joe Kano, and with me in studio today, brightening the whole place and the whole hour and having a great time, I think, was
DJ Jimmy Kano.
That's right, DJ Jimmy Kano. So I had a good hour. Thanks for coming in, man. What do we got here? Oh, and we got a goodbye coming from the chat. Oh, dude's telling you, we want you to come back tomorrow. I don't know. Tuesday double down? It could happen. It could happen. Let's see. Let's see how things go. Maybe we will. I would be down for it.
If something happens tomorrow,
Right.
maybe not.
Maybe, maybe not. Thanks for listening, everyone. Thanks for watching, listening, however you got this. I mean, if you had it printed up and you're reading it with your fingers because it's in Braille now, well, thank you for that too. All right. So that does it for today. And I hope that you guys come back and see us again tomorrow. We do have an interview lined up for Wednesday. So the plan this week is for Wednesday to be a special interview, and we'll see how that goes. But well, hopefully we'll see you guys then. Right, but that does it for us. This is Joe Kano signing off, and
Jimmy Kano
signing off as well. All right, we'll be back, but not today.
Bye.
You are listening at 100.9 Metro FM, Radyo Tomasino. Sigurado, love ka dito. This is your DJ Love, ang hugotera ng bayan. Hugot pa more?
Bye. Buntag di mo diya, kaibigan.
Pastor.
Taga-asa ni Paliw o kinsa ang pangalan mo?
Pastor ako si Vicky, taga-Hingaog City.
Yes, unsay atong testimony, Igan?
Testimony ako, Pastor. Ikatulong na ako ni Pastor pag testimony. Kay na, sakit ang akong kuhaan kidney. Lantan ko, nawala.
Okay, good.
Pero kung kuhaan dahil ito akong kasing-kasing, ang dalag sa kuhaan bitag witer, nawala po. Pero sa kay katulong, Pastor, magkatuan gig ko, Pastor, kaya nung bilantan ko, na nahadlo ko, Pastor, kasi nga COVID bitaw. Isa na kimana, Pastor, nag-inom puglain ng mga herbal bitaw, Pastor. Lalo ko, Pastor, kaya mawala, mabalik. Muto na kauno na ako bagay. Kamot gid ko, Pastor, magkapali ko. Muto na ayam ko, Pastor, ukyam ka po. Nag-inom ko, Pastor, primero ako giinom ang duha. Kaya ko, Pastor, nawala man, nakit dito tong, Pastor, ako mga lawas, mga kuwan ako, bilantan ko ako mga kamot. Magkana na ginanasip akong lawas, hadlo ko dito ko, Pastor, kaya abit ang COVID ni bitaw. Puto gito na ako, Pastor, pero buka to, magduwalan ka katong dito, Pastor. Nawala na tayo ng kuwan talaga sila na, Pastor, kaloy sa di, Pastor, murag to.
Okay. So, katulo naging ka na kasi nati og kayuhan gamit atong Vigimax Plus.
So, ako naman kagayuhan, Pastor, ako nakuha sa tungkol sa Vigimax, Pastor.
Okay, salamat kayo, Igan.
Vigimax Plus Herbal Capsule Mauni epektibo kinabuhi salbahong ta.
Si Idol Raffy Tulfo, ambassador ng Renault Mac Fire Extinguisher.
Ito na po yung future. Renault Max. Ito po yung Renault Max. Ito po yung fire extinguisher na very light at of course 5 years ng expiration. At on top of that, 5 po ang kayang patayin ng apoy versus 3 lang po dun sa traditional. Ito po, pwedeng installment. Yung pong traditional, pag na-spray mo na kahit 1 second pa lang, ubus ka na. Hindi mo na pwedeng gamitin ulit. Refill mo na o isoli mo na kung saan mo kinuha yun para i-refill. Ito po, pag na-spray mo 3 seconds, meron ka pang natitirang 16 seconds. Okay. Murang-mura at very easy to use.
Respiratory tract infections, kidney and lung problem tulad ng COVID-19 symptoms, tuberculosis, chronic asthma at iba pang mga karamdaman na sanhi din ng kakulangan ng tulog, malnutrisyon, stress, walang ehersisyo o unhealthy lifestyle. Ang multi-herb dietary supplement na ito ay hindi gawa sa synthetic ingredients. Isa itong pagkain na gawa sa puro, natural, halal at vegan na mga sangkap tulad ng makabuhay, lagundi, ashitaba, neem, luyang dilaw, garlic, guyabano, vitamin C sodium ascorbate at vitamin B complex, B1, B6 at B12. Ang iba't ibang sangkap na pure at natural herbs, vitamin C at B complex vitamins ay pinagsama-sama upang mas palakasin pa ang ating immune system, panatilihing normal at malusog na vital organs sa ating pangangatawan. Ang mga sangkap ng EXL Makabuhay Plus Dietary Supplement na bitamina ay halamang gamot at nagtataglay ng antiviral, anti-tumor, anti-hypertensive, anti-diabetic, and anti-parasitic properties. Meron din itong analgesic and antipyretic components. Tinagurian ang mga halamang gamot at bitamina na antioxidant, detoxifier, immunity and resistance booster, at memory enhancer. Excellent health, excellent life sa EXL lamang.
Makabuhay